What's up, guys? What's up? Very great day yesterday. We nailed almost pretty much the entire move on SPX, or whether you were watching RTY or Tech, they all pretty much follow the same on the daily basis. But we caught this entire move as well. We followed through this entire move. I would go on SPY, but let's just stick here on SPX since they moved the same. Right, we caught this rip. Based on the data, I was able to let you guys know that why this rip happened or how much strength there is, right, and everything here, and even these rips that happen in between. I told you guys the strength. Oh, sorry, I was starting from here. Not this is from the other day, but these rips that happen in between, I gave you guys exactly the reason why they were happening, and that data seems to be correct. So pay attention on voice chat. A lot of plays. I cannot take every play. Yesterday, I think I called at least 10, 15 plays on voice chat, and they were all money. Right, they were all money, very accurate. Right, I told you when to be patient. I told you when the market was giving signals for certain things. Right, the most important thing here that will count is your position sizing. If you nail two plays off voice chat, whether it's LB, whether it's myself, T, or Yash, or Bucky, doesn't matter who it is, Tonka, right, Papa Gnush, I can't say all names right now, but it doesn't matter who it is, right, or HK Kamani. If you nail, let's say, 2, 3 plays in a row, on the fourth one, if you go in, let's say the first play you went with $1,000, then you go with another thousand, you go with another thousand, you nailed all three. You get excited, you know, you made so much money in those three plays. Maybe you made 1,500, maybe 2,000. Now you decide, let me go in with $5,000 so I can make all of that once. That's the stupidest mistake that you will do, and I promise you that's the same play that you're gonna get wrong. And you're gonna give back with your gains. All right, even though your percentage of being right is going to be much higher, but that one loser is going to take away all your gains. So position sizing has to be consistent. Don't be greedy. If you're greedy, then it's a lottery ticket. You hit, you hit. If you don't, you don't. In the long run, it doesn't work. Just know that. So position sizing will be the key. All right, and obviously stop out when you need to stop out. But going over SPY, the number that we have today. So let me just go on the daily chart. The volatility trigger is very important today. The volatility trigger will be really very important today, which is 45.25. So I'll just write that here. I'll just give you guys a level. Now, if you guys read the gamma report today, it has given us what's going to happen today and Monday. There are two scenarios. If one plays out today, Monday, that's what's going to play out based on the data. And if the other plays out today, what's going to play out on Monday. It's up to you to figure it out. Go put the work in. Read it 10 times if you have to read it. Read that gamma report. Come back to it in the evening and see what they said, and then you will have a sense of what to do on Monday. All right. It's an additional tool which is very accurate because it's based on the options data, and the options are moving the markets these days because the volume is so high. All right. Volatility trader sits at 45.25. So 45.25, if we visit in the morning right now, there's a good chance that we might bounce. All right, and will that bounce be buying, covering, whatever it is? I don't know. We'll have to see. Under 45.25, we have 4,500 test, right? And then 4,500 test should bounce technically, but let's see how things happen. To the upside, we have 4,600. All right, the max. And then below 4,500, if we break it, right, quick move to 4,400 possible. Now, can this happen today, next week, Monday? When does that happen? I don't know, right? So I'm going to be watching carefully if we catch that move, because downside, you guys don't realize, this rally we missed. All right, this rally, I personally didn't miss this rally. I did not think such big rally was going to take place so fast, right? Maybe if I had data, I would have known, but that's fine, right? As long as I didn't buy puts, I stayed out. But these last 2 days were absolutely killers, right? These 3 days, right? Sold Apple right at the top for premium. I mean, it's amazing. All right, so patience pays. All right, let's see how the market sets up here. The structure here is still bullish. It's not bearish. So don't get me wrong. But catching these big moves when you know they're there, they pay a lot. Options go up a lot. So here we're still bullish. We can absolutely have another red day today. Test the 200 MA and flag here next week, and then still break out. Right, so we're not bearish, we're not bullish, we're just catching these big moves, volatility, and trading. Remember, we're day traders, like Platinum Sachs is most to us. All right, so longer term, what happens, who gives a shit? For now, let's just catch these moves and so on. But 3,900 will come. I'm not saying this week or next month, but it's going to come. And it's on to Apple. Right, well, let's start with the Chinese name. That's the title. Baidu, one thing, if you guys don't know why this move happened the other day, so Baidu was a fire play. We caught the news on the Chinese SEC. I don't know who posted, maybe it was LB or one of the other guys. So we caught the Chinese SEC news that they're the #1 on their delisting. All right, and that's a very big news. right? When investors read that or hear that from CNBC, that's negative, right? What if I come on CNBC tomorrow and my company's one of the companies listed, and I'm a reputable investor of fund, and I tell you, oh yeah, they're number one on the delisting federal website. That's gonna raise ears, and of course, why would you want to hold something like that when there are better stocks out there? All right. So that 1-2 day move at 145 was our key, and it gave an entire move. All right. So if you were on voice here, you paid attention, you made some money. I made some money on Baidu short, which was great, and we covered. And today it's back up again. So Chinese stocks, for the last few months, if you still haven't figured out, all these gap ups and downs, they're moving up on news. What's the news now? That the Chinese government will allow the U.S. authorities to audit their like the full audit on their accounting, right? So that's bullish. So that means, you know what, come check us out. We're not doing anything wrong. So investors like that, and that's why the huge gap up. But does it hold? It's still in this huge zone. Let's see what happens. Maybe Monday, Tuesday, US will come say, oh yeah, they only gave us access to a minor information. Then they might not like that. So they're just playing games here. So let's see what happens. Overall, China just holding a strong base. Let's see what happens here. Same with Baba. Up huge, pre-market above the 50 MA. Here they were holding it above, sold it off, made it look super bearish, and now a huge gap up. So how do you really play technicals on this name? Right, on Baba, like on candles, you cannot trust candles on Baba, Baidu at all. Not a single candle you can trust. They're very deceiving. All right, just know this. And here, so now we have a huge gap up. So people that probably bought puts, looking here that China broke down this, that, my technical analysis, it's all bullshit. On Chinese name, technical analysis is very it's just not in play right now. Let's just say that, because a lot of movement is happening based on news. All right. So, but Baba overall above 120, 124 hold. If we can get a continuous hold, then we'll see, and then we likely go see the upside. All right. Same with PDD. This moves up huge on equity. If you're catching equity moves here, this is up 10% pre-market, like it's a joke, right? It was at 20 bucks last week, went up over from 23 to wow, it went up 150% on equity within 1 week. PDD, that's a huge company. And then down. So risk reward is there both ways. All right, if you're playing these names, again, position sizing will matter. SPLK push Raj. Let's look at this. SPLK Splunk, nice little bull flag breakout here. Looks good, but here Pushpa, the move might slow down here, right? Because this is a very strong supply and demand zone. It broke above it. The question is, does it continue holding? Sometimes they will give us a bull flag breakout, but they don't end up holding the move. All right. So here I would keep a close eye on 145 would be the level here. As long as it holds above 145, I think upside is in play. So 145 would be the level here, and because it's in a rally, so what you could do here is let's see, where's my, I don't use EMA on TradingView. I use it on my okay, never mind. I'm not gonna use it. But put in a 8 or a 21 EMA, 8 or a 21 EMA, or even a 9 EMA. Just see which one fits the best. Here, I'll write that down here for you, and then one of them should match. 8 EMA, 9 EMA, or 21 EMA should be much lower. 21 EMA is usually a retest when the 8 or 9 EMA is broken. All right, it's usually a retest on an upside. All right, so put these averages on here, and one of them should match writing this. All right, and just figure out which one it is. It could be 12 also. All right, and then just you can write that average along to the upside. All right, that's a good way of for this name. Apart from that, Apple, what a beautiful Apple. All this entire bull run came out, and then we had the little copy action, and we sold. I had two bull spreads, bear spreads. One I sold above these levels, which is now in play, great, and one I sold when Apple was here, right? Mr. Black, we absolutely nailed that play right here. We sold premium above here, right? That's a great bet. After this such a huge move, it needs to consolidate. It's not just going to keep on going up. And now, as long as it continues flagging here, I'll click the premium on the other ones. I'll close out my position. But Apple here is bullish. This is a very good move. It's not bearish. It can be down $1 in the pre-market. This is a day move, but this is very bullish. Now, what to the upside, what you want to see build up here on Apple is this right here for the upside. You want this scenario to build up, right? Hold this level for the coming days, and then eventually if the market is strong in April, May, then we see the upside. All right, or this is just going to be a major double top. So that's one scenario, that we flag above these levels, that we flag around here, something like this, and then we break out. Or this will be a major double top, and then Apple comes and visits these lows. Which scenario plays out here is not clear. We have to wait and see. So stay open-minded. That way, you can manage your position sizing. all right, and how much you want to risk. And apart from that, Amazon also under the 200 MA, and some selling happened. A very good move. I think there's nothing wrong with this. And now again, same thing as Apple. If you're bull and we want this zone to be held right here, we want this zone to be held. It's under the 200 MA, so you might consolidate here for a while. So let's see what happens, because Amazon sometimes when it consolidates, it's a long thing, right? So people that buy options on it for 2-3 weeks out absolutely get murdered, right? So we want this flag build out, and we want this level to be taken out now, 3,400. So 3,400 it takes out. I will personally buy some 3,500 calls maybe, or spreads for 2-3 weeks out. But 3,400 will be the key level. Will I buy calls here? I will not buy calls here, because this is in a very choppy zone now. Calls will be expensive unless you're like HK Kimani and you're scalping Amazon quickly and you're very disciplined. You know, you're looking for the 25-30 quick % moves, or you're like Bucky, or who else plays Amazon? Papa Ganoush. You take your profits. But if you're doing an overnight hold, I hope you're doing it with profits, not with your principal amount. All right, overnight holds are very killer in this market, and so just saying this, okay. Google also just holding up very well, right? And when it's time to go full bearish mode, we will. When it's time to go full bullish mode, I will. But for now, I'm just catching these day trades, and they're working great. I'm happy. Why not? Again, a nice little toppy candle a couple of days ago, and now let's see what happens here, right? We hold this level, and then maybe we have a bull flag breakout, right? These are split names, Google and Amazon, so I am keeping an eye on them. I do want an entry long, but again, other factors will follow, right? So next week, if I get a nice little entry in these names and I see some flow, I see some pickup, maybe I will go long. But if I see any red flags, I'm simply just gonna stay out. I'm not gonna buy. As simple as that. Because April, we do have earnings on many names, and premiums will be high. All right, I don't want to buy weekly calls or 2 weeks out on these names, because the premium will die on a 1 day sideways move. All right, and then the third week of April and 4th, earnings start, and premiums are just stupid crazy high. So be careful how you play these names, and we'll go on from there. Pins, just holding sideways here. I think the strangle is going to end up working here, right? That I posted on Instagram and in our chat. Let's see, it needs above the 50 MA. The monthly did not close too good. So if I was to go on monthly candle on pins yesterday, right? Not a pretty sight, right? But can we still have a green candle? Of course we can, right? So can we still go retest the highs of this candle, and maybe it wants to work? Maybe, right? Too many red months in a row, and this has earnings this month as well, and we have until June on these calls I bought. Let's see how they play out. For now, I'm holding, because here they're not going to lose too much premium, even if it holds about 24, right? So let's see how this plays out. I think it's a good bet to the upside, and to have some long exposure, and then downside we're scalping always, right? With this, I'll end it, guys. AXP, yes, Bucky, AXP. This is gonna come down. This is gonna come down, Bucky. I'm just gonna wait for my entry, and we're gonna nail this play. Yep, AXP. This is a beautiful pattern. I think it's gonna come test this 160, 170 zone. The only question is, when do we want to take our entry now, right? I'm gonna see a little build up here, see how it behaves, and then obviously take my short when the time comes. Or maybe it just follows through today. I have no idea, right? But AXP is on the radar. I will probably start with bear spreads again, because bear spreads move beautiful on this name. All right, and thank you. So Kuraj, just come in our premium chat if you're listening. Come into our premium chat. Our voice chat is open, right? And once you're on there, let me know, and I'll give you some tips I can, and we'll go on from there. Thank you for coming in. God bless. Manage position sizing. I'll see you guys back in the chat.